This is a teardown of a Cyberpower CP425SL or CP425HG 350 VA battery backup. And this thing's pretty disgusting. Also, I'm not sure why it says 350 VA on one side and 425 on the other. It's weird. Oh, I guess I was wrong. They apparently just put all the model numbers on there. It's actually a CPS425SL or CP425HG or just a CP425G. I don't know. Maybe there's supposed to be a label there that says. But I guess it's one of those lists of models. Anywho, to get this apart, there's some screws on the bottom. You're going to need a long screwdriver because I don't think... Oh, that reaches. Alright, cool. I mean, you still need somewhat of a long screwdriver, as that's really good 2-3 inches in there. But once you remove the 5 screws, the bottom should lift up. Really shouldn't be anything in the bottom other than the screws. Yeah. And wow, what a tiny little battery. I will say one thing. If your battery dies in this, I don't know if I'd bother with replacing it. This is another one of those battery backups where the runtime is going to be so poor that it's just not even worth bothering with. This is just a waste of time. It doesn't even say. I don't know if that means it's 3.6 amp hours. I don't know if 12 volts, then the 13 WPC, if that means like 13 watts per charge. I don't know, but this is a battery. This is not a battery. This is just some pathetic little wimpy, tiny, it's like quarter of this. And this, where's the label on this one? Oh, there it is. This is 7 amp hour, and this is maybe 3.6? I guess it's about half the size. I don't know, but still, this isn't worth your time. This is gonna run your cable modem for 10 minutes. Jeez, what a joke. Anywho, rant over. So, let's look in here. I think I'm gonna cut these wires loose to save me some time. This thing has a puny little transformer in it. It's probably really efficient though. I don't know. I'm just not impressed. 425 VA, my butt. Oh no, I'm gonna get demonetized for saying bad words. Let's cut this loose. These are in my way. There's a lot of wires going on this board. There we go. So I got a bunch of MOVs here from the looks of it. Yep. I don't know what TVR stands for. I should Google that sometime. If it's a brand name or an abbreviation. And we got a little filter capacitor here. Not sure what these transistors are up to. And my camera won't focus, so I don't know. LED there. Indicator light for something or other. Let's see, what's this ask for? Wiring fault. Cool. The plug terminals are just going to be some brass strips and a channel. These plastic covers are holding them down and preventing them from shorting into stuff. Kind of a smart design. I do like this design. I think it's efficient and effective personally. I do wonder from a manufacturing standpoint how hard it is to get these aligned. I would assume that there's a tool that's set up for that, but I don't know. I don't think you want to see me remove these probably, but I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna damage this, I don't care. There we go. Yeah. It's just stamped and formed, so these would have been stamped from presumably strips and then shaped. These have been folded over somehow. Sure, it probably took multiple steps to get them to their final form. Although it'd be cool if they could do that all in one step, but probably not. Yeah, I'm not trying very hard to get these out. There we go. Yeah, that one might be a little bit more annoying. Anyhow, no one cares about that. Here's the main control board. So, looks like this transformer is doing all the work with these two transistors. Power switch here, USB control port, probably the chip that's controlling the USB control port. Got some more transistors there. This might be a filter cap, and these are probably MOVs. Relays, transformer. These smaller transformers are more likely for operating voltage of the battery backup. So these are power supplies to run the logic and everything. Looks like got a full bridge rectifier down in there, based on the plus minus and the I'm not looking in the right spot. Little squigglies. But yeah, pretty just regular. Nothing too special in here. If you wanted to see how to get it apart, you would have seen that in the first part. I wouldn't waste your time replacing the battery in one of these. I'd just get a bigger, better unit. Get a 750 VA unit. That way you actually get some runtime, and like this is just a waste of money. It's I guess it's good as a power filter, and if you get temporary power dips, little, 2-second brownouts, whatever, but this has got to be one of the silliest batteries I've seen in a battery backup at this point out of all the units I've recycled. I don't even think I've seen one this small before in a battery backup. This is like what you'd see in a exit sign or an emergency light. It's so tiny and silly. But either way, thanks for watching.